Howdy there, guys. Welcome back to Stewie MTG along with my daughter.
Hi.
And we're cracking open this Velociraptor commander deck from Caverns of Ixalan. And ended up using an Amazon gift card I got for Christmas to purchase these. So I was going to originally just buy 2 of them, but for just a few dollars more, I could end up getting the entire all 4 commander decks. So I decided to splurge, and I don't know why they've got these punch out tokens and that. If you want to look at that, Abby, you can. But that's trash. So here's the deck, and we'll get into that in a minute. By the way, this is the commander I have been seeing the most on Arena. It's like every other deck is Dinosaurs. It is ridiculous. Anyways, let's take a look at what's in this envelope that they got for us. So first up, we've got the collector booster sample pack. Oh, out of frame. And then they have, oh hey, well, they haven't been really listening to me. Once again, they've got these quote-unquote deck boxes with this crisscross pattern on the bottom, overlapping pattern, that can mark up the cards unless they're in sleeves. But they're good enough to hold the deck for me until I end up getting them into sleeves or whatever I'm doing with them. Chuck that. Once there's nothing else in here, we got ourselves a nice spin wheel. These have come in handy because I've donated them to players that have just started in my area. But with that, let's put the deck aside and get to what everybody's waiting for, which is the opening up this collector booster sample pack. Yeah, you'll have to excuse my daughter. Both of us have got a nice coughing fit that has come up lately. So let's see what we've got here. We have an ad card. Thanks. Abuelo, Ancestral Echo in the fancy frame, and a foil Thrashing Brontodon. Actually, that will go nicely in my dinosaur deck. With that, let us bust open this commander deck. Hopefully everybody had a good Christmas and you got something magic related this Christmas. I know I did. So let's start off with Commander in Pantlaza, Sun Favored. I'm not going to read every card. I'm going to comment on some of the cards I think are interesting or probably going to go in my dinosaur deck. So it's 2 an Anaya, a red, green, and a white for a 4/4 dinosaur. Whenever it or another dinosaur enters the battlefield under your control, you may discover X, where X is that creature's toughness. Do this once each turn, which turns into really crazy turns. We have Weta, Trainer Prodigy, as an alternative commander. It is a red, a green, and a white for a 1/5 human warrior with haste. 2 and a green, tap. Target creature you control fights another target creature. This ability costs 2 less to activate if it targets 2 creatures you control. In other words, if you want to trigger enrage triggers, that's a way of doing it consistently each turn. A second block of text. If a creature you control being dealt damage causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. In other words, she should read, make a enraged deck out of me, please and thank you. We have Bellowing Aegiosaur, a reprinting of Generous Gift. Thank you for that generous gift. Majestic Heliopterus, a Path to Exile. Earthshaker Deadmaw, the Lore Keeper, Thrashing Brontodon, which we just opened up in the collector sample booster thing. Optech Huntmaster. I'm not going to even try and pronounce that. Firstborn of Geshath, a Cultivate, a Drover of the Mighty, Farseek, Migration Path, Rampant Growth, Raging Raptors, aka make sure you've got Enrage, Savage Stomp, Thunderherd Migration, Thundering Spineback, Astokan Seer, Raging Rheosaur, Raging Swordtooth, Rhythm of the Wild, your obligatory Arcane Signet, Soul Ring, Command Tower. We also have an Evolving Wilds and a really nice Jungle Shrine. Myriad Landscape. We've got Foragers from the Rubble, Wrathful Raptors, Curious Altiasaur, and a very nice dinosaur egg. If you have an egg-themed deck with the commander from a couple of sets ago, we have a Scion of Calamity, Sunfrill Imitator, Progenitor's Icon. Let me read this. I haven't seen this one before. 3 mana artifact. When it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Tap to add 1 mana of any color. Or tap, the next spell of the chosen type you cast this turn can be cast as though it had flash. So it's a flash giver. A nice reprinting of Akroma's Will, which I needed actually another copy. Sunwing, Temple Altiasaur, Wakening Sun's Avatar, Zatalpa that has been reprinted 1 billion times, Chandra's Ignition, Atali also has been printed into oblivion, Fiery Confluence, Marauding Raptor, Apex Altiasaur, Deathforge Scavenger, a nice Descendants Path with alternative artwork, Rampaging Montodon, Royal Behemoth, Return of the Wild Speaker, Ripjaw Raptor, Rishkar's Expertise, Runic Armasaur, Shifting Ceratops, Topiary Stomper, Verdant Sun's Avatar, and a nice reprinting of Wayward Swordtooth, Quartzwood Crasher, Regisaur Alpha, and a nice Xenagos, God of Revels, and they included a Zakama. We have a Life Crafter's Bestiary for scry and potential card draw, Arch of Orazca, Canopy Vista, Cinderglade, Clifftop Retreat, Exotic Orchard, Fortified Village, Fury Calm Snarl, Game Trail. I think this is the first time the snarls have been reprinted, but I could be wrong. Kessig Wolfriend, Mosswort Bridge, Path of Ancestry, Rogue's Passage, Secluded Courtyard, Temple of the False God, Terrific Expanse, Thriving Bluff, Grove, Heath, and an Unclaimed Territory. We have our assortment of forests, plains, mountains, the thick version of the commander. We've got a few dinosaur tokens, a couple copy tokens, Monarch, City's Blessing, and the ever-famous On Your Turn. I'll be looking through this in the coming weeks and editing my, in fact, it's already sitting right here, the Dino Data Commander deck, which, by the way, since you guys have already stuck with me for 8.5 minutes, currently has Gishath as the commander, but that could change. Probably will go to Punt Laza just because of the utility. And it has these nice creature collection from, I believe it's Star City Games. Yeah, Star City Games sleeves. Well, with that, this has been Stewie MTG. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this opening, and stay tuned for 3 more Lost Caverns of Ixalan Commander box openings.